Good morning, Shimoge here. Welcome to the greatest man alive. Shooting at a different angle today. Let me cut off my camera for a second, see if I can move into a different position. All right. Anyway, this is gonna be a short one. I just wanted to do something before, going to get some food. Anyway, yes. Anyway, thank you to my returning viewers. We're alive. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so thank you to my returning viewers. For the new people, I want to keep the greeting short today. It's been less than 24 hours since my last live here anyway. So I'll just say two things. My government name is Chimoge Chijoke Ibe. That's my government name. And I also want to add that I publish music under the name Nkworie, Nkworie. So check that out. So this is a simple one. I'll be here for just over 10 minutes and then I'll leave. But just as the headline says, people should stop glorifying violence. People should stop glorifying violence. This is a very simple point. Obviously, I'm not the first person to ever make it. And, obviously as well, I've said this many times before, but I just wanted to say it in this form. Very simple. Don't glorify violence. And I'll add two specific points. One, if a crime has occurred and justice has not yet been done, focus most on one, getting the criminal, and two, healing the victims. Don't do too much else, because I've seen a lot of instances where people are doing other stuff. And I'll just leave it at that. Just focus on the goal. Like, that is not a game. One. Two, make sure you actually have the capacity to process, at least to the degree possible, any crime you decide to talk about. Because a lot of people are not processing some of the crimes they're seeing, and they just open their mouths, and then verbal nonsense comes out. So don't do that. And those are my 2 points. Anyway, I've registered viewers. Thank you very much. Every view is a blessing. Please like, share, and subscribe. I also see a comment. Thank you very much. Every comment is a blessing. I read comments at my discretion. All right, I'm just gonna be greatest man alive. Yeah, so just stop glorifying violence. People should stop glorifying violence. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go into an expansion of the point I was making earlier a bit more. You see, there's a lot of talk about, in certain crimes, the phenomenon of victim blaming. Again, just to expand on what I said earlier, if the crime is not been fully adjudicated, as in the criminals are still at large, we're not sure what happened, and people are still suffering, just don't even really be focusing on the victim other than healing them. That's the best way to avoid that messiness. And I'll just leave it at that. And I just want to add this as well. A lot of people who don't really know what's going on in the world, and I don't say that lightly, I'm saying there's people whose well being is so bad they don't fully understand the situations they're in and or the situations they're seeing, have put themselves in mental tribes. So then they approach everything from a tribalistic perspective. So even when they see a horrible crime, their first thought is, how does this affect my tribe? And these are not real tribes, these are mental tribes. And I'll leave it at that. So people just really have to focus on the goal. Let's just get rid of the problem. And after you've gotten rid of the problem, if anything else is necessary to be said or done, that will happen. If not, you won't even be thinking about it. But that's what I got to say anyway. I don't think I put up a short yet. Just thinking to myself, just wanted to change the nature of the live stream so I could think in a different way. I'm still here. Just flashing to show you I'm still here. Anyway, was thinking. But once again, stop glorifying violence. Stop glorifying violence. I'm going to add two more things. One, minimize the amount of explicit violence you show in art or similar things you create. And I'll leave it at that. I'm not saying you shouldn't show competition or, certain things that happen in nature, such as animals eating animals, that happens. But there's a lot of excessive violence that gets shown, and that's not a controversial thing, right? Two, when you're talking about violence, minimize the amount of details you give unless it's immediately relevant. And I'll leave it at that. Sometimes, to be honest, a lot of people derive pleasure from just running their mouth about violence. It's not good. Anyway, let me put up another short. I'll give it 2 more minutes and then I'll be out of here. No kalakanu, 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 no guanamanu, no kalakanu. Namabukalakanu, Namabukalakanu Nakanuwa, Namabukalakanu no Kikeya, Abu Namabukalakanu Nimenwa, Namabukalakanu Kaka, Namabukalakanu Nimeya, Abu